ready to race. I'm going to pull up some music here. We'll just do... We'll just start off here. Okay, so you guys already know the format. Well, I was going to make a format screen. I'll have to do that for Moonberry Cup 9, but basically the format is head-to-head any percent racing. Each player is going to, at the end of each screen, at the end of each stage, we're going to open up the journals and compare times. Before each stage, we are going to, when you guys are ready, when racers are ready, go to the postcard screen, and then I'm going to do a countdown, 3, 2, 1, and then we're going to go and try and line those up as best as you can. Except for Prologue and Summit, you can see the racers are already kind of ready to go here because Prologue and Summit do not have postcard screens. So if you guys need a break, just know don't go to the postcard screen until you are ready. But let's get started with the first race. If you guys are ready, I'll do the countdown. Are you guys both ready?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, a lot of good luck to both runners being redeemed in chat. Let's begin with Prologue in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, guys, and Moonberry Cup number 8 is officially underway. We have 3 very fast races today, and if you guys are new to Celeste Speedrun, you're going to see a lot of cool new things today. Here in Prologue, it's a pretty straightforward chapter. All you really want to do is these little hops. It's been discovered that these little jumps are faster than actually just running. It saves about 2 frames per hop. So both runners are just going to get through here in about 28-ish seconds for the most part. And then the real fun begins.
I'm in a postcard.
Pixel noise, but who's going to get the most strawberries? That's the question. That is the question. Okay, looks like both runners are ready. We're going to get into City in 3, 2, 1, go. Markers, isn't the mineral corundum not corundium? I don't know, Markers. I mean, you might probably are right. You probably are right. So City is, it's going to take these guys somewhere around a minute, minute and 5, minute 10-ish, somewhere in there. You're going to see a lot of advanced movements, not just in this race, but in all the races we see today. If this is a game that you've only seen casually, I remember my first time watching a speedrun after just having beaten the game, and I thought that for sure people were, Aleph with a misstep there, but able to save it. People were like using cheats or modifications or something. I've never seen Madeline move in the way that she does with these wave dashes and hypers and ultras. All this crazy movement I thought had to be some kind of a hack, but
I can absolutely agree.
Same, yeah. It's just so bizarre when you first see it. Both players now already to the final screen. Ooh, kind of a slip up there from Aleph. Xenoras through and not far behind Aleph. Nicely done, both runners. Looks like Xenoras with a 106.
Shall we go to the file timer or to the speedrun timer?
We can just open up the just open up the journal there. That's fine. Just from the progress, the first screen. It doesn't matter really. I mean, this shows both, so a 108 and a 114. So still very early on. I'll pull up the music for the next stage here. Old Site, kind of another like warm-up stage in my opinion. I think the real challenging work begins Celestial Resort, but first let's tackle Old Site. Both runners are ready. Let's get into it in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, Old Site. I really vibe with Old Site. It's really beautiful and dreamlike stage. The music reflects that. Very ethereal. Both these runners here hoping for a dreamlike pace. Xenoras with a slight misstep. And at this level, guys, this very, very fast level, mistakes, although depending on where you are when you make the mistake, any mistake is not good. But the idea is you want to be able to minimize the damage done. Certain parts of certain stages are more precarious than others just because of the time loss potential. And Aleph entering the big key room at about 50 seconds. And Xenoras about maybe 2 seconds behind only. It's a very close race here. As you can see, Aleph taking a death there on this second to last chase screen. Ooh, struggling a bit, both players here. This is, nice save by Aleph. And Xenoras actually had to do this whole screen again. These last 2 screens are really the only big time loss potential screens. And it looks like Aleph is through safely. Xenoras right behind. Into the awake section here, you're going to see both runners not in any danger of dying, but they're really trying to maximize the movement speed here. Keep their momentum as much as possible. Try to avoid losing their momentum. And Aleph into awake at a minute 40. Xenoras, minute 44, so about a 4-second gap at this point. Let's see what happens as we clear out the stage. And both runners are through. That's old sight. That's old sight really fast. That's old sight really fast. And Aleph had a 2-minute, 2-second old sight. Xenoras 2:07, so only about 4 seconds, 5 seconds-ish. And overall, Xenoras in the lead, but only by about a second. So, yeah, here we go. Good start from both runners.
Now the real run starts.
Now the real run begins, that's right. I'm gonna keep the B-side music because it's really good. Okay. Looks like runners are ready. This is where the race really begins. We're dropping into the Celestia Resort in 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, only 1 second off, right, Sickly Jack? So much speed. So much speed. Habidaz in the house. What's up, Hab? Welcome in, you legend. Yeah, the PBs, yeah, we're always trying to improve the cup, and that was one of the suggestions made.
Why?
Why, Aleph? Can only say why. Okay, the first room here is kind of tricky with these cycling meatballs. Let's see how each player handles. Xenoras with a nice first try there. Oh, and Aleph with a beautiful ultra strat through there. Amazing. Really cleanly done. I was about to say made up some time there, but yeah, took a stamina death right there.
Wow.
This is pod racing, guys. There's a big difference between kind of practicing on your own, doing casual runs, and racing. The difference is you can't restart, and that can help you, and it can hurt you for sure mentally. I can speak from experience. I know the feeling of being in a run that you just feel like, I wish I could restart, but you've committed to yourself that you're just going to commit to the run and finish it. So I kind of like it, actually. It's a different way to practice. Some people prefer to just grind ILs, individual levels, and then put the runs together. And if they're kind of having a bad run, to restart is not too uncommon. But here in the Moonberry Cup, obviously, no resets. No resets in the cup. Sal says racing is hard. Yes. Racing either makes you focus 100% or drives you absolutely insane, sometimes both simultaneously. Absolutely correct, Carrarium. Okay, Aleph making his way to the first cleanup area here. And Xenoras almost finished with it. Aleph gonna have to make up some time here. And there's actually 3 different routes that the runners can take. Most speedrunners, and I say probably 99% of speedrunners, take the bottom path first, the top path second, and the middle path third, because it's the fastest way. But casually, this level is it's fun because you can do each section in any order, and it actually will change the way the other 2 sections are laid out. So it's pretty cool. If you've never done that casually, you can kind of go back and try that.
One of the coolest things I've seen in Celeste, and overall in the game.
Yeah, I agree, and I can't think of any other games that have done that, but I think it's really cool, and it's kind of I don't want to say it's almost like overlooked or it's almost like a throwaway thing, but it's not really repeated in any other stages, and it's very unique. And you could really make a game all by itself, I think, with that kind of mechanic. So. Okay, Xenoras now has cleaned up the entire enormous, gigantic, big, huge mess and is now heading to the roof. But first, both runners are gonna make their way to a really cool trick. The first kind of trick that kind of looks like magic, it's called the demo dash. There's an exploit that you can, you can take advantage of by a specific series of button presses that allows you to dash while crouched. It's kind of a dash with a smaller hitbox. You're seeing Xenoras reach it right now. And first try, really nicely done. You can see squeezing there in between the cracks, in between the Dust Bunny wall. And here's Aleph up to his attempt as Xenoras approaches the roof. And the dreaded Oshiro section. This is another long section here, with the multiple cycles happening at once, and real big potential for time shifting here.
Yeah, it's for sure the most unforgiving section of this chapter.
Absolutely. Aleph with a task. Whoa. Aleph just went into hyperdrive here. Wow. Task stratted that last screen with a corner boost and then demo dashed in the middle of it. I've actually never seen that before, but.
Yeah, that's a task cycle for this one.
Yeah, task cycle.
Amazingly,
Insane.
that's the only thing I got right in this as well.
It's a good thing to get both players now into the Oshiro section. TAS, for anybody who is not familiar, stands for Tool Assisted Speedrun. It's basically you're programming a computer to do specific movements in typically faster than humans can do. Aleph taking a death there, but not a bad place to die. Honestly, if you're gonna die, doesn't lose you a whole lot of time. And Xenoras is through. Let's get the big good luck, have fun, and send your energies to Aleph here for a nice strong final screen. Opts not to do a Majama boost, but we'll see. Nicely done, very smooth finish there from Aleph. What's up, Sound Barrier? Welcome in, man. Okay, and Xenoras there with a 5-minute 10-second Celestial Resort versus a 5:33, about a 20-second gap there. And Xenoras opens up the lead to about 25 seconds. Yeah, that fast demo dash, that whole room was amazing. Very speedy stuff as we head into Golden Ridge. A lot of casual players' least favorite. How do you guys feel about Golden Ridge in general?
It's my least
It's
favorite.
fun. It's really, really fun.
For me, it's the most technical one, and therefore I don't really like it.
Yeah, Golden Ridge is like strats on strats on strats. Every screen has a strat, and
almost every screen is unforgiving. Like if you die, you lose at least 5 seconds.
yeah, it's kind of unique in that way for sure. And it's heckin' windy, says Carbasi. That's correct.
Oh yeah.
Heckin' windy. Okay, guys, good luck to both runners. Good luck to both
my birthday,
runners
so
as we
like-
drop into Golden Ridge.
Sorry.
Oh, no problem. Go ahead and get started whenever you want, Xenoras. No countdown. No big deal.
I see.
Aleph got excited. That's fine.
No.
Wind to be like whoosh. Absolutely. If you guys have never seen this level before, you can see the white lines on the screen representing the wind. The players are feeling that wind. So sometimes it's pushing against, sometimes it's helping. And there's no updraft or downdraft in this level, right? I think that's only in Summit.
Yes.
I'm surprised that they hadn't. I'm surprised that they didn't include any updraft or downdraft here.
No.
The wind, yeah. This is this stage again, just casually is a lot of players' least favorite, but you're gonna see a lot of different strats here. Both players kind of. Let me see where they're at here. Xenoras 55 seconds into this room, Aleph a minute, so about 5 seconds apart. Xenoras in the lead, and Xenoras doing a completely blockless strategy here, where you can actually both players attempting blockless and struggling.
Not
This is
doing it.
very difficult strat where you are. There you go. Aleph is through, and Xenoras still struggling. He looks like he's going to take the auto scroller block here as a backup. There's multiple ways to complete this this screen, and you saw 2 of them there. There's one other one in terms of speed running. Aleph taking the bottom route, Xenoras taking the top route through that screen. The blockless. Okay, a minute 43, a minute 40. So Xenoras still with a very small lead, maybe 2 seconds. And most of these screens, I'm going to say probably like 100% of them are not completed in the way that, you know, like a casual player would. You can see the screen specifically now that Aleph is on. I think both players are going to be showcasing a strat where they do a real fast ultra here and then squeeze through a tiny gap. And, ooh, Aleph didn't keep his dash there, so... Nope, both players struggling to hit it here. Oh, nice backup there from Xenoras. Let's see if Aleph can get it here on the next try. It's going to be a quick dash and then an ultra. With good timing, nicely done there. And Xenoras is onto cliff face, the final section. You can see the wind really punishing the players here. Really fast wind. Oh, Xenoras with a bubble list there. I don't know, I've never seen that before. I don't think that was intentional.
Wasn't intended.
Unintended bubble list strat. And you can see another element introduced here is the snowballs being thrown by angry yetis. That is unconfirmed lore. I keep emailing Matt and the team, the development team. No one has confirmed or denied that yetis are throwing these snowballs, so I'm just going to go ahead and assume that that's correct.
I mean, someone must be...
Someone's throwing them. I mean, it makes sense. And they're very big snowballs. They're the size of a person, so you got to imagine... It just makes sense. Giant Yeti. Okay, and Xenoras is through. Aleph onto the final screen. Not a whole lot of trouble you can get into here on the final screen, just trying to optimize your movements. Matt throwing these snowballs just to mess with us. There we go. Nice. Both players are through. Well done.
Yeah, but I think you can see why this chapter is not my favorite. I need a lot of concentration for those auto-scroller screens.
Yeah, and that's another thing about the race, guys, is, you know, having just the format of the race and having, you know, Majama in your ear. It's just not, you know, and speaking from personal experience, I always run better and cleaner when I'm focused and not thinking about other stuff and being distracted by people talking in my ear. So just bear that in mind. And thank you to both runners and all the runners today for taking part in the race. Let's take a look at the totals here. Xenoras now up to 12 minutes 13 seconds and Aleph with a 13:09, so just under a minute separate these runners. Still, anything could happen, though. We have a lot of game left as we head into Mirror Temple.
Shall we wait before transitioning to 5B, or shall we just?
Oh,
get
okay.
through the-
No, I'll just say.
sorry, I started.
Okay, go ahead. Jump right in, guys,
Okay.
and go ahead and start into 5B as well.
My bad this time.
No problem. No problem.
Yeah, it's the whole muscle memory.
Oh yeah, no worries.
But yeah, after I got a cassette, shall I wait with 5B?
No, it's okay. Just go right into 5B whenever you get there.
All right.
Bye.
So for anybody unfamiliar, again, 5B, each of these levels has an A side, a B side, and a C side. In any percent speedrunning category, it's basically you can run any combination of levels that you want, is whatever's fastest. So there's a couple of stages where it's actually faster to get the cassette and enter and beat the B side than it is to just finish the A side. So that's what you're going to see both runners doing here. Wow, Aleph Null with the full send on that Dev's corner boost. Really nicely done there. That's a trick where you can get a piece of it and it's still kind of nice. You can get 70% of it. You can get all the way to the corner boost and not flying to the next screen, and that's like still really good. But Aleph showcasing the full 100% power of the corner boost there, and hitting that cassette at about 1 minute 15.
That's nice.
Very nice cassette grab, and Xenoras.
Okay. So
About 127, so Aleph in the lead here, but going into 5B. 5B is a crazy level. Anything can happen. Marker says, I think Aleph runs 6B as well. You guys run 6B?
Nope.
I'll do 6B. Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to have divergent paths, which will be cool to see. But you're going to see another cool trick coming up here, very famous to speedrunning community, called the Bubs Drop, and Aleph is going to be approaching it first. It's a very, very small window trick. He's going to be trying to fall back down onto this screen.
Nice.
First try for Aleph. Nicely done. Both players with the first try Bubs Drop. Really, really tight trick. You can't tell, obviously, just by watching, but that's an extremely tight trick.
It's my least favorite trick in the whole run.
Yeah, it's a
So
tough trick.
many runs died to that.
Yeah, it's very, very. It's like you get one shot really to hit it, and it's such a tight window, as I've said, and it's also like there's really not a super good setup for it, or a trigger or a cue. It's personally, I think it's a lot of feel, and I think most people will agree that it's a very feel-dependent trick. It's something that you can't. Yeah. And these screens also very long and very punishing if you make a mistake. And wow, Aleph into about a minute 23, a minute 18 for Xenoras. So Xenoras actually slightly ahead. Both players now on the same screen, looking very, very, very close. And you're going to see them manipulating these seekers to do a variety of things and do them all very fast. Hey, Petite, welcome in, man. Hope you're having a good stream. Wish you the best. Thank you, my friend. This is a really cool room here. You can see the runners are using the explosion that the Seeker creates when it dies to propel them through the screen.
Okay.
Xenora's struggling a bit here, which is exactly what Aleph needs as he heads into the Seeker section here, the Theo section. Xenora's
I
getting...
don't know why I keep messing this up in important situations.
Oh, getting stuck here, and this is a feeling that every runner knows very well. You just kind of get stuck on one screen, you can't get past it, and just kind of keeps...
It's going to be quite a different place with him gone, that's for true.
Ickle Chris, thank you so much for dropping the ban hammer. I missed what Casio GPX said, but probably it was something along the lines of like, if I want to become famous or find followers or something. Wow, Aleph with a lightning round, 2 minute 56
Yeah, that's
seconds.
horrible.
That is
really
extremely
bad.
fast for 5B.
No, that's really bad, I have to say.
3 seconds. 3 seconds slower than my PB, so for me this would be
Wow.
very nice.
Very
That's
quick.
20 seconds slower than my PB. And my PB loses 10 seconds, so...
Very quick and beautiful 5B. That's exactly what Aleph needed here as Xenoras makes his way to the end. Final screen now.
Yeah.
Just
It's kind
gonna
of
go-
weird with this free pillar screen, because in runs I usually don't mess it up, but in bingo and in race situations like this, I always mess it up,
There's something about the format, you know?
I guess.
Okay,
Okay.
let's take a look at the journals real quick here.
Oh, okay.
Let's see where we're at. Xenoras now with a 5:15 Mirror Temple and a 17:28. And okay,
Ooh.
postcard screens when you guys are ready. I'll do
Yeah,
the
I-
countdown. No problem, no problem. As we get into reflection. Okay, looks like the runners are ready. Let's get into reflection. In 3, 2, 1, go. Here I am, redeemed. Wow. Big wow. Matt the Man, wow. I wonder if the devs ever believed sub 30 was possible. That's a really good question. It's a really good question. I wonder if they like ran their own like tasks just to kind of see what was possible. Meta still doesn't believe sub 30 is possible. Yeah, that's actually, it might be a myth. I don't know. Okay, Lake Skip here. This is a really, really sketchy trick. Aleph first try. Both players first trying Lake Skip, which is, in my opinion, the one of the most flex of all strats because it doesn't save a ton of time and it's kind of risky and it's really hard. But both players here absolutely flexing that Lake Skip.
I mean, it's kind of forgiving since you can, if you get a third try, you still save time over doing the other route.
Ah, okay, okay.
I timed this once.
So one out of 3 will still save you time. So it's similar to like demo. I mean, not demo, but yeah, demo dash, where you know, it saves you time even if you mess up 3-4 times.
Yes.
Standard sensibility.
Okay, so this is where the routes diverge, guys. You can see Aleph here taking this path to the left. He's trying to yeet himself into the next screen. He's going to just end up taking it a little bit slower. He's going to unlock 6B, which I'm not going to be really good at commenting on because I don't know a whole lot about it other than it's pretty difficult.
Leave.
Aleph just trying to get to 6B here.
Okay.
There we go. Nice. He grabs the cassette. And he's going to go right into 6B.
Yeah, it's gonna be, I think, 6 or 7 minutes, so don't expect a lot.
Current poll, is sub 30 possible? Yes, no, or don't ask silly questions. Yeah, big congrats to Spirity, who was racing today, who just recently entered the sub 30 club. Very elite status there. Very few people can say that they've done that.
Not quite a stretch.
So reflection opens up these feathers. You can see the players grabbing. This is brand new to the game at this point. Also the bumpers and the Kevin blocks, all of which you're going to see manipulated. The Kevin blocks and any kind of moving block in this game, speedrunners are going to use to multiply their momentum if it's beneficial. By kind of jumping and dashing off of moving blocks, you get increased speed, and that's always good.
Wow.
Really good stuff here from both runners. I'm just mesmerized watching. Xenoras going to show off a big old yeet here, I'd imagine. You're going to see a lot of speed here in about 5 seconds. There it is. Hey Yaz in chat for the battle and fight.
Whew. Almost died there.
6B is a really, really challenging stage, and I think you only really see top-level players learn it because you have to do it pretty fast in order for it to be faster than 6A. But if you ever plan on playing the game at the highest level, you will have to learn it.
Not really. But they. Oh. Come on.
Oh, nice. You can just go right through
No.
spikes, apparently. Aleph knows how.
Now I can get it. Hmm. Yeah.
Ooh, holding my breath through that section there, watching Aleph fall through these spike gaps. Very sketchy. I think the battle and fight in 6A, a lot of people's favorite to play and to watch. Ooh. Xeno.
Yeah, that was a close one.
Backup strat there, yeah.
Oh.
Okay, and Xeno into the final section here of the battle and fight. I'm not really even sure how far Aleph is into 6B. That's how little I've watched 6B.
I have a bit.
Oof. Monka S. Aleph, these screens are so long, man. Draco in chat says 6B is terrifying. Really clean stuff from both runners here. And Xeno finishes the fight and now just has to grab his second dash right here and then climb up to the finish. Meanwhile, Aleph over on 6B. Struggling with this screen a bit. Yeah, this 6B is pretty cool, right? Very cool to see it done quickly. Metagloria asks, is Aleph the second Moonberry Cup runner to ever run 6B? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I have to check with my my Mountain Council advisors on that one. The Moonberry historian. Only Aurora and Aleph. Okay, yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right. That sounds right. What's up, Lil K-Coff? Welcome in. Here we go. Final screen here, I think.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh. We knew something was going to happen before it happened there.
Okay.
There we go. Nicely done by both runners. Let's open up those journals before we go to Summit. And remember, there's no postcard screen, so we're going to stop right before the climb screen. I'll count you guys down. Let's see where we're at. Okay, Xeno now with a 24:07 and Aleph with a 25:05. So just under a minute separates these two. And going into Summit, which is the longest stage, anything can happen here.
Wait a second, where do we wait?
Okay, so
Right,
you're going to
so
wait
climb.
on the screen that says climb. So you click the stage, the next screen says climb, you're going to wait there, and I'm going to count it down. Thank you so much for those biddies. Carrarium, thank you, Sky's the Limit. Good luck to both runners.
Thanks.
Okay, here we go. Let's count it down. Summit begins. You guys are both ready, right?
Yes.
Okay, let's get into it. Summit begins in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, now both players in what's affectionately known as 0 meters, which is a pretty interesting little section here for speedrunners. You would think maybe it's just going to be kind of an introduction, ease you into the mountain, but it's actually really tough. Very smooth start here. Oh, Aleph. Right at the last second. And Xeno hits the purple orb at about 42, 44 seconds. And Aleph not far behind.
Oh, come on.
Oh, slight misstep there from Xeno.
With a not so efficient backup.
Gotta have those backups ready. A lot of the backups are just kind of like on the fly. Not necessarily something you ever practiced before. Aleph gonna have to have a super clean summit here and hope that Xeno has some real challenges on a couple of screens, as Aleph has a full minute to make up. We'll see how it goes. Xeno touching the orb at a minute 41 and Aleph at a minute 42. Wow. It's a close summit, guys. 1,000 meters now for both racers. We're seeing the dream blocks again. Both players into this key room. I really like this section, personally. Pretty cool. My favorite, though, is the next section, 1,500 meters.
Oh, for real?
Oh, yeah. 1,500 is so satisfying when you get it fast.
Oh, damn it. Nope, okay.
Oh, Xenoras with a mistake there.
Yeah.
Aleph able to pull
I was
ahead
trying
here a
to
little
do the
bit.
hyper, but
A couple mistakes in a row here for Xeno.
yeah, you can do a cool hyper dash out of the spring block there, but I missed it 2 times, so not gonna attempt it a third one. Or third time.
What's up, Eric J. Math? Says, imagine liking 1,500. Terrarium likes 1,000 meters. What up, Jamma? What up, Walker?
Holy crap.
Dream blocks be like footage. So again, if you're just a casual player of Celeste, you've never seen this before, this is going to look pretty crazy, especially the screen Aleph is on right here. Extremely quick through there. Really nicely done. Ooh, Xeno taking a big death. This is actually exactly what Aleph needs. More Xeno deaths in long screens. Ooh, Aleph. Pixel Noise. Right now, Xeno is in the lead by going into this stage by about a minute, about 55 seconds. But yeah, Aleph closing the gap right here as he enters 2,000 meters. Pixel Noise says this strawberry pie is gonna taste terrible. It's gonna be like a strawberry Pop-Tart with no filling. Aleph, I love that screen. So quick when it's done quick. Just missed the final little extended off of here. Nice. And he avoids that berry. Good. Here we're going to see a blockless from Aleph, it looks like.
Oh no.
Ooh, just kissing the spike there. Just getting stuck there a little bit. Xeno's showing us a different kind of strategy to get through here, using the auto-scroller block to propel him through. Pixel Noise, thank you for the 13 cheer. 2 berries. Xeno now has closed the gap and taken the lead back with some smooth, clean movement through here.
You're not.
You can see the wind not affecting these players too much at this speed. And Xeno touching the orb at 5:37. Into 2,500 meters.
Nice.
5:58 for Aleph. And we're going to see a key skip here on Xenoras' screen. You can kind of climb and then dash your way up this narrow corridor of spikes and avoid having to take the bottom path and take a bubble up. This bubble screen Xeno's on is just like one of the only screens you just kind of do it as intended. No real skips to be had there. Xeno going doorless. You can avoid having to open these doors because the developers made such a big gap at the bottom there. Palm Top Tiger. Strawberries make me itchy. Are you allergic to strawberries, Palm Top? Palm Top lore. You guys want to poison Palm Top? Just send her some strawberries. Aleph squeezing the gap there, and we're going to see another door skip.
No.
Nope.
No.
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 Xeno into the final climb here, 3,000 meters. Metagloria says, the first time I ever watched Majama play, he was doing 6B. Really? That's so weird. I've only done 6B once. The odds of you seeing me for the first time on 6B are very low. Okay, here we go. Both players now into the final section of the game. 3,000 meters. Metaglory, you ever just wish you could retry in real life, though? Very, very quick stuff here.
Oh,
Xeno
yeah.
smashing the summit.
I got a fast stretch on flag 13. Nee, flag 14.
What's everyone in chat's least favorite flag? I'm curious. Maybe we'll do a poll. What are like the top 3 or 4 least liked flags? 13, 9, 20. Another vote for 13.
13 from me too, as you saw it right there.
Comet says flag 1. Metallic Salad Fork says flag 1. Terrarium flag 2.
Oh, holy crap.
Oof. Xeno.
Yeah, that was a weird one.
No votes for flag 3? I personally am not a fan of flag 3. If I'm right about what I'm thinking flag 3 is.
Yeah, I agree. Flag 3 is not good.
Yeah, I don't like flag 3 at all.
Red flag. Like,
Bevo says flag 3 kind of sucks. Here we go. You can see Xeno on flag 3 right now. Just having to switch from the feather and back and the awkward climbing through the middle. It's Xeno now, flag 1. Heading to the top. Gonna touch that flag. Finish this run out. GG to Xeno. Let's send all of our love and good luck to Aleph for a nice strong finish here. GG Xeno. Very nice summit. Thank you, Pixel Noise. And flag 1 from Aleph. Gonna be a sub 11 summit for Aleph. Well done, guys. Xeno finishes up with a 34-37. 3 deaths.
oh wow.
3 strawberries, 28 deaths.
I wasn't even close.
What did you get?
36-04.
56.
Look at the deaths.
79.
The deaths tell the tale here. 79 deaths for Aleph, 28 for Xeno. 3 strawberries each. It's officially a tie. 3 strawberries
I think
each.
I died with a berry. I'm not sure.
It's a strawberry tie.
Where did I die with a berry?
GG, guys. GG. Thank you so much for taking part in the race.
Yeah, thanks for having us.